everything turn, turn, turn. There is a season, turn, turn, turn. And a time to every purpose under heaven.
I would like to share with you a story that will lead into our closing prayer. This comes from the Sufi tradition, and it just seems to have the right message for us this evening. And it goes like this. There once was a stream that sprang up from ancient sources and traveled across the landscape for many years, around the big mountains and Douglas firs. Without much difficulty, it ran easily around the rocks of patriarchy and quickly through the mountains of mysticism. It circled itself into pools of wisdom and skipped over the stones of orthodoxy and othering. It rushed through canyons and washed itself clean in waterfalls. No obstacle was too difficult for this fresh and life-giving water. Then, one day, the stream arrived at a desert. Just as it had crossed every other obstacle, the stream tried to cross this one. But it found that as quickly as it ran into the sand, its waters disappeared. After many attempts, after meetings and pleadings and suggestions and self-studies and protests and prayers and tears and trials, the stream gave into despair. It seemed it could not cross the desert. Then a voice came on the wind. Little stream, if you stay the way you are, you will not cross the desert. In fact, you will only become a quagmire. To go further, you will have to lose yourself. Lose myself, the stream cried. But if I lose myself, everything I have been in the hearts of the people for 54 years will be lost. On the contrary, said the voice, if you lose yourself, you will become more of what you were meant to be than you ever dreamed. And so, the stream, the STREAM, surrendered itself to the hot and drying sun. And the clouds into which it was formed were carried by the raging wind for many miles. And once it had crossed the desert, the stream poured forth from the sky, fresh and clean and full of the energy that comes from storms, fresh and clean and ready to become the storm?
Yes.
Yes. Follow me. The sound of the raindrops. The voice of the stream from the sky. The voice of the downpour. The voice of the thunder. The voice of the downpour. The voice of the steady stream. The voice of the raindrops. This is our calling. Go forth, my friends. Be the raindrop falling on the desert. Nourish those bulbs planted underneath the earth. Share your light on street corners and in sanctuaries. And as the time turns and old forms fall away, let new forms be born through you. This is our time. Carry the vision. Greet one another on the way. And as this chapter comes to a close, the School of Theology and Ministry is imprinted on our hearts. Let's put our hands there now. Let's feel the beating, the individual hearts, the collective heart. This is our heart, and we remember who we were, who we are, and we believe in who we are to become. So we call now on the great one who brought us to birth, and we ask this great and Holy Spirit to descend upon us and bless us. Rooted in tradition and in the amazing transformational powers of the Spirit, we ask you, great and Holy One, to guide us as we open the doors into new chapters, and as we travel with you into lands unknown, unimaginable, but always filled with your transforming grace. And let the people say,